Let's have some fun and critique some food photos. Before I start, please invite your friends over and please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscribe button below and let's look at food photos. I'm Stanley Ong, a photographer from the Philippines. I've asked my viewers to submit food photos for me to critique. I've chosen 10 photos so I can give my input and feedback. But let's make it clear, uh, my inputs and feedback will be my personal standpoint only. It doesn't mean it's final. I'm here to challenge and help you improve your food photography. Let's start. First photos will be from Juniette de la Cruz Capili. Here is her photo. I love the beautiful lighting. I love the warm tone. Unfortunately, the main dish is cropped. So if usually if I have a main dish, I make sure that it is in the center. It's clear that it is my main dish that I am taking photos of. Okay, and if you see the sauce, uh, the white sauce container, uh, the highlight is too distracting for me. All right, so if I have a bowl or sauce bowl, I choose something that's discrete in color, not the white one. Because when I look at your photos, uh, it feels that my eyes go directly to that sauce bowl. All right, and the main dish, um, you might want to put an additional reflector to bring back the light on the shadow area. All right, so I can see more details of the food. But overall, I really like the beautiful lighting. Okay, so if I would correct this, I'll try to correct it, but of course, it's just through photo editing. So here it is. Okay, so I burned the white highlight of the sauce bowl and dodged a little bit on the shadow area of your main dish. But still, I couldn't take the whole main dish because it was already cropped in your original image. Okay, so thank you, Juniette, for submitting your photo. Second photo is from Yuan Formosa. And here is his photo. Okay, it's a strawberry shake. Okay, so what what I find is that the strawberry below is it feels like it's separated from the drink. Uh, Maybe you could have moved your camera angle a little bit higher so that the strawberry and the drink itself won't look like it's separated. Okay, and also usually when it comes to drink photos, I usually fill it up a little more. Okay, so fill it up a little more, and also the midtones, adjust the midtones a little bit. So here is my corrected. I tried to correct it also, and here is my corrected image. I toned the midtone down a little bit, and Of course, I couldn't adjust the angle anymore. So thank you, Yuan, for your photo. Next, let's go to image number 3 from Captain Garboso. And here is his image. Okay, so um, I like the texture of the leaf and the lines. I like it very much. But I find that on the right side, I find a kind of bluish tint, maybe from the light inside the house. So usually if I'm using available light, I make sure that other available light won't hit my subject as well. So like this one, I think house light is on. So usually I try to turn off all the light, just use the natural light. Okay, and there's like I think it's oil around the plate. I would have wiped it, clean it a little bit before I shot. And the plate, the round plate, you got it. You framed the bananas nicely. I like it. It was framed nicely, but just that just wipe a little bit, clean it a little bit before you do some shoot. Make sure all those small details it will show in your final image. Okay, so here's my corrected image. I tried to clean up a little bit. It's not the perfect one, but I tried to correct it. So I cleaned up a little bit of the oil and change the bluish tint to a warmer tone. Okay, so thank you, Captain Garboso. If that's your real name, I'm not sure. That's what I got from your Facebook. So thank you very much. And here's image number 4 from Manny C. And here is his image. Okay. I like the image overall. If there's a story, like if it's an editorial talking about milk and cookies, this is a good image. But if you want to focus only on one dish, maybe you can decide if you want to take photo of just the cookies only, or just make the main image the milk as your main dish. Okay, so number 1, I like the colors. The colors complement each other. Okay, it's just the vignette you put on is a little bit too much for me. And this is, if I want to focus on just the milk, I would have cropped it like this. Or if I want to focus on the cookies, I'd cropped it like this. All right. And here is a corrected image. I toned down the vignette, and then up to you. This, if you want to decide if focus on your milk or on the cookies. All right. So thank you very much, Manny. Okay, so 5th photo is coming from Antonio Luna. Okay, so this is his image. Again, it looks like you can separate the 2 images. It looked like 2 images in one photo. It's the fish or the egg, right? Which came first, the fish or the egg? And then the cropping is, for me, I kind of find it too wide. And there's no more spaces on each side for like a headroom or for the image to breathe. So that's my feedback on this image. Next time, put a little bit space. Don't put it too tight. And if I would want to focus on just the fish, I would crop it this way, right? Or if I want to focus on both, that it won't look like it's two images, I'd come up something like this. Okay, so thank you very much, Mr. Antonio, for submitting your photo. Number 6. Number 6 is from JPT. All right, so the first thing I noticed when I opened your image is the color. There's an overall greenish tint that I find, so it's very important you get the right color of your food. Like if it doesn't look clear, if the photo itself, it's too greenish for me. All right, and we want to show a real image that people can relate. So avoid putting food on the surface of a table. I usually put something under it, like a tissue paper or a plate. Okay, put it on a plate so it's more realistic. It's most of the time we eat from a plate, so I would try to avoid putting it on a table surface. Okay, so if I want to correct it, of course I couldn't put the plate anymore. So I just try to do a little bit of color correction and adjust the levels, so of the highlights and shadows, to come out with something like this. Okay, so thank you, JP. Next image number 7, is from Elinor Alcantara. Okay, so Elinor, if looking at the dish, immediately my eyes goes to the milk. And it feels like it's not proportioned with the bowl. It looks like the milk is a very small, looks like a shot glass. And the bowl is huge compared to the milk, to the glass. And it needs a little bit of a color correction as well. And then when I zoom into your main subject, the focusing is a little bit off. It's either you fix your focusing or adjust your aperture. And here is a corrected image that I did. There you go. So I zoom in a little bit, just took out the milk, and focus on your dish. All right. Thank you, Elinor. And number 8. Number 8 is from Vicki. Is from Vicki Moncal. So Vicki sent an image of an instant noodles. Okay, and number 1, I like the lighting. The lighting is very dramatic for me. I like the shadows, but I think the space on the left is too much. Too much negative space, and some of the noodles are a bit overexposed. And if possible, you could have repositioned the product so it will look nice. As now it looks like both products, you put it on both sides, just lying down. If you can just reposition them to make them look better. But overall, I really like the lighting. Okay, so here is a corrected image I did. So I just focus on the noodles. Okay, so thank you very much. And second to the last, it's from Jones Valeno. Okay, Jones sent this image. Okay, so the first thing I notice when I look at it is the flower. I find the flower too bright. Uh, I would have chosen some, if you want to put in plant, choose something that's the color is subtle. It won't clash with your uh, dish. Okay, and if you're focusing on your dish, you don't have to show everything else. No? So if it was me, I don't have to show the whole cup, coffee cup. Uh, and I like your lighting. Your lighting brought in the showed the texture, no, of the bread. It's just I just would love to adjust the mid tone to because I find some of the part of your dish is a little bit overexposed. So here is what I did to your dish. If I corrected it, I would just focus on their dish. I just took out the flour, didn't show the whole cup, and then adjust the midtones. I hope you like the corrected one. And lastly, last but not the least, is by Jerick Campbell. All right. So Jerick sent this image of cake. All right. So what did I notice first? Okay, the wine. I feel the wine glass is too far. Uh, I love the mood. By the way, I love the mood of their image. Uh, the cake server, I find it too distracting. It's too big and it's in front. So it's distracting for me, even though even the reflection, the highlight of the cake server distracts me. And the inside of the cake is a little bit dark. I would have used a reflector bounce light back into that cake, to that part of the cake. Okay? So overall, I like the mood. So what I did is I just crop out the cake server. I cropped out the cake server and just dodged inside of the cake so I can see the details inside. But if you can do it from when shooting, uh, I if you can put reflector while shooting already and bounce back the light inside, that would have been better. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for all your entries. I hope my inputs, feedback, and critique will help you improve as a photographer and also encourage you to shoot more. Let me know if you like this critique episode. Write it down in the comment section below. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and join me in my photography journey. Thank you very much and goodbye.